Vibes, Fox, hello, welcome to the chat. We're just playing a match while we wait for some people to come in. Then I got some Pokemon news, Pokemon Go news to go over, and then we have a conversation with SuperPlexis on TikTok, if you're familiar. Should be a fun stream. Appreciate you being here. Of course I remember you, Vibes. How are you doing? You having a good day? Very good. What starter would I choose in the Kanto region? When I was a kid in the 90s, I picked Squirtle. Later in my life, I think I went back and I chose Bulbasaur, since I do like my grass Pokemon. However, I still think Squirtle is king. How about you? What's your choice? Ah, we lost. We didn't have anything to put on deck. That's alright. Let's do another one. Ah, you're a Charmander person. Very nice. Can't go wrong with the starters in the Kanto region, though. You really can't. Alright, we're going to start with Salandit, since we can throw one energy on and it will burn their active Pokemon. In general, what's my favorite Pokemon? I don't know. First thing that popped in my head was either Snorlax or Dragonite. How about you? Brew Nitro, posture check for 100, thank you. Good call. Twin Cactus is in the chat. Welcome, welcome. No problem, Vibes. I think it runs an ad like once every 30 minutes or something. Thank you so much, Brew, for that posture check, though. Appreciate it. What's up? We're just playing a game here. While we wait for our guest who we will be interviewing to kind of finish getting set up, I do have some news to go over as well. We'll be doing that. But we're just kind of hanging out a little bit. We're going to have a little fun. Working on our daily challenges here on Pokemon TCG. But we'll go over this week in Pokemon Go in just a second. Probably after this match. How's everyone doing, though? You all having a good day? Had a good weekend? Let's go. Oh, and they gave up. That's the victory right there. That was so quick, though. I want to do one more before we go into the news. I want to give our guest a little bit more time to finish getting his end set up. Very nice. What is my favorite shiny Pokemon in the legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Go? I mean, my favorite that I've got is my Shlendo Kyurem, of course. However, shiny Mewtwo, woo! I love that Pokemon. I went so hard for shiny Mewtwo. Yeah, he's ready now, so I'll finish up this TCG match and then we'll give him a call. Appreciate everyone who's jumped in the live. I see our numbers have gone up just a little bit. Take a second to say hi to each other. And like I said, we're just playing a little game here. We'll be getting into the full show in just a second. Just got word that our guest that we're going to be having a conversation with is ready. So we'll give him a call and get it all set up here after this match. And then I do have some Pokemon news to go over as well. But we're going to have a fun night. Vibe, you're mad kinda. Why? What's up? This is going to be a big hit here. Let's get cards out. Do I have Arceus? I do have Arceus, but I have not played it yet. I'm still trying to get myself a capture card so I can play it live on stream with you guys. So, if you're considering subbing, any subs do go towards getting me a capture card. And would get you out of watching those ads. There we go. Big hit. All right. I have absolutely no way of winning this, so we're going to concede and move on. We can finish that up later. All right, I'm going to give him a call real quick. Hello, hello. Welcome. Let me just give me a second here. I'll get it all figured out. I should be able to. I'm not seeing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 1 second. That. Unmute. Oh, where's my mic? This is my mic. Hello? Hello, hello? Can you hear me? Perfect. No problem. Oh, there we go. I see you. I see you. Yes, can you see me? Because it's not showing my camera at the moment for some reason. Let's see. Maybe that's better? Maybe? Oh, back up. Let's see. Yeah, the audio sounds good. No, it sounds good. Yeah. You don't see me at all, right? It's just like a spinning dot? Okay. Okay. Hold on. So we got this going. Now if I go alt, do this, and we do this. I'm not talking, or sorry, I'm trying to figure out this video real quick. So you look good on stream. Your audio is coming through right now. So now they can hear you live. They should be able
Okay.
to. So you know. All right, let's go. And now the only problem is they can see me, but you can't see me, and I don't know why. So
yeah, I can't see you. I also can't. I'm also not hearing you super well. I'm not sure why. It's almost like it's almost like it's coming through the earpiece and not my phone speaker. So I'm not sure if there's a way that I can adjust that setting. So, do you want to try restarting the call real quick, actually?
Yeah, let me restart the call.
Let me.
Sorry, guys. Thank you so much for your patience while we get this figured out real quick. Resending the call. And I don't know why it's not picking up my camera. There you are.
Uh-oh. Why is my... I have one of my other devices ringing. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You're still not coming up, but I can actually see you because you're on my I've got you on my monitor over here. And so long as I can hear you,
okay.
I guess that's what counts.
All right, I suppose. All right. How about you guys on stream? Are you guys able to hear Gabe through Discord? Probably not. I don't see it popping up. Let me look at these properties real quick and fix this. I literally changed nothing since my last conversation, and yet all the settings are changed.
Oh, dude, that's how this stuff goes. I work with audio video stuff, in a traditional sense. Like I don't do much streaming or I mean, not since TikTok really, but all this stuff is always like elves come in and change settings between every session. I swear.
They really do. I don't know what's going on, but chat. It's looking on my end that when he talks, audio is being picked up and coming through to you. Are you guys hearing that in chat? Atomic Ghost? I'm first time
Atomic, yeah, I see it's Atomic Ghost is
it's one of your guys.
To call out the Papa Gabe. I don't know where that's coming from. I'm not sure if I recognize. maybe they're using a different username than they have on TikTok, but
all right, I'm really quiet and he's really loud. Interesting.
Let me make one adjustment on my end as well.
Okay. Am I sounding any better to you guys on the stream?
I think you're a little bit louder now for me too, which is good.
Good. Lucid, welcome. First time chatter as well. I appreciate everyone who's dropping in the chat now. Welcome.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Atomic Ghost is OG. As I know him, OG Slender on TikTok.
Okay, there we go.
Lucid, I recognize. We're getting I sent out a ping to, I don't have the biggest Discord in the world, but we got a few regulars in there. So.
Well, I appreciate it. This is still a very new channel, so low viewers is something I'm very familiar with still. So
I'm terrified to try to make accounts on like other platforms.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it eventually, I think, but props to you for even biting the bullet and attempting it.
I'm trying. Oh my gosh, it's so much. Going from just TikTok to suddenly being like, well, I'm going to try Twitter and YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I didn't put that much thought. I really should have tried a little bit, or thought a little bit more about it instead of just being like, I'm going to do it and start posting on all of them, because it's really hard to keep up with more than just one platform at a time. It really is.
No, I feel like I upload like one video to TikTok and I'm exhausted. I'm like, all right, that's it. That's enough for the day.
And you're more successful than I am on TikTok. But so what do you have any sort of secret to that as far as your posting? Do you post a certain amount per day, or is it just whenever you can come up with something you post it?
No, my schedule's pretty sporadic, and I think the longer I've been on TikTok, the longer I kind of take between uploads.
Okay. Okay.
Because I think I'm putting more time into each video, so that it means that you're lucky to see videos on my page more than once every couple days, unless something's happening like in Pokemon Go.
Mm-hmm.
If there's something that's really hot that I can jump on and just kind of make like a quick thing.
Right.
But I don't know. I guess if I have any secrets, it's just that I do have experience as like a video editor, so that's where the temptation comes to kind of put a little extra work in,
of course,
and try to kind of,
So did you start as a video editor, or did you start as? I mean, we all played video games as kids, I'm assuming, but I mean, it wasn't your thing, really, was it? Or did you start with the video editing?
Yeah, no, I I mean, my older brother, I'll blame for getting me into video games,
Okay.
but that's always been a big part of my life. Even, I mean, I guess they kind of happened at the same time. So like when I was young, we would do like we would make like movies, but we didn't have like editing software. I mean, when we were
Okay.
kids, we had like high 8 tapes that you had to shoot on, and you had to do the editing in camera, like just shoot
Yes.
everything in sequence, because we didn't have like computers to edit on.
Uh-huh.
So that came much later. I mean, I was I guess video games came first for sure for me.
What was like your first big video game that your brother kind of got you into? And real quick,
Oh.
Atomic Ghost. I see your highlighted message. I'll get to it.
Oh God. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that message. That's a message that curses me. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and ignore that.
Okay.
That one.
Fair enough.
But no, my first game was definitely something off of the Super Nintendo. My first early memory was my older brother having a Super Nintendo that he wouldn't let me play, and I want to say it was either Super Mario World or like Yoshi's Island. Maybe was like my first like core memory of like playing like an actual like console video game.
Same here as far as like the Super Nintendo. That's where I started as well. We had the what was it like? I don't think it was Madden back then, but it was an NFL game, and me and my cousin would play it all day long. Like it was absolutely. That's definitely where I kind of got hooked at first.
Interesting, yeah.
It was through the NFL games because I used to play football as a kid, and me and my cousin, we played football all the time. So like sports games were like our first video games that really like got our attention, and then from there, like I just dove right in. I mean, anything from Pokemon to Mario to eventually World of Warcraft to like just all sorts of gaming.
Yeah, no, getting in at sports games, that's really interesting. I don't think I've heard that from anyone, but what a great gateway to a whole new universe.
I agree. I don't know if you ever
of entertainment, man.
Did you ever play any of those originals like sports games on the Super Nintendo?
I remember going, not on the Super Nintendo, I remember going to friends' houses when I was like in like second grade and playing Madden on the N64.
Yes.
I think that was like my first experience with it, but I wasn't that into sports. I mean, I played on a baseball team at one point, but I was pretty detached from the sports world, so I wasn't like super invested in that particular genre of games. But I would play it if my friends were playing it.
Fair enough. What video game did you like decide to make your first video about? Can you think of that?
Oh, I mean, I'm actually thinking back to like childhood. Like, did we make videos about games? But if you mean on TikTok, I mean, it was definitely Pokemon Go.
Yeah, definitely Pokemon Go on TikTok. Okay. So, did you start playing Pokemon Go when it first came out? Like, when you first started playing, were you making content at like the same time, or were you just trying to like play the game and then eventually the content came?
I didn't make a TikTok account till like the day, I think it was either a day or two after the level cap increase.
Okay.
Like they dropped that level 50 update.
Yep.
And I had been on TikTok before that, but not really posting game stuff. Like I had a second account before I have my current one. And I was just kind of like enjoying the platform and just kind of spamming random stuff until I think I did post a couple Pokemon Go videos on that. And I noticed they got pretty good views, and I was like, you know what? I should make a new account. Let's try doing this for real. We got this like level 50 thing coming out, so I basically just use that as my like template for content. I'm like, I'll document my journey, like hitting level 41, hitting level 42, and I figured that would be, interesting for people to watch, or at least surprising, because I think by that point a lot of people had kind of dropped off.
They were definitely trying to pull a lot of people back in at that point. Like, here's new gameplay. We're updating a bunch of features, and now that level cap has increased. So come on back. Like, there's stuff to do. And,
I mean, Niantic really owes us big. Us.
Yes.
Anyone that was posting Pokemon Go content back then. I mean, who knows what numbers we were responsible for pulling back in at that point.
I 100% agree.
Pretty well, and I'm sure I've seen some of your videos get pretty huge traction too. So like, I would love to have that statistic. I know we would never get it.
No.
But if you can somehow trace who watched our videos and who ended up actually going and like opening the game again or downloading it.
I agree, because I don't know about you, but I've gotten a ton of feedback. It just in my comments alone, of just being like, I quit playing the game, but like I watched like you playing it, and looks like you're having a lot of fun, so I picked it back up, and we're gonna do this event with like my girlfriend or like whatever it is. But
Yeah,
I definitely think content creation, as far as Pokemon Go goes, like it's a huge factor for their player base, like maintaining their player base. Oh man, I just made a dumb error.
yeah. No,
There we go.
I think they saw that, and I mean, I guess TikTok was growing around that time too. But
Oh yeah.
to me, it was funny to see like, oh, the Pokemon Go official account has opened. Like within like a month or two of like when I really started getting involved in the platform, and I was like, oh, there's a lot of Pokemon Go accounts kind of on here uploading stuff.
Same here.
And, and then like I was like, oh, okay, now the official account shows up all of a sudden. Okay, interesting.
And not only that is the official Pokemon Go account showed up, but then like the OG YouTube guys that were doing the Pokemon Go stuff weren't on TikTok yet. Trainer Club, Trainer Tips, Reversal, all those guys, they weren't on TikTok, and I was just like, what is happening right now? This is my opportunity. I felt like it was my opportunity to like make some content and start posting it on a new platform. And I don't know, I've had a lot of fun doing it. This is actually the first time I've ever like picked a video game and started making like content off of it, and or anything even in like in this field, like close to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a power equipment salesman before all of this started. So
oh, really? Okay.
yeah,
Interesting.
I actually lost my job before the pandemic started. Had to pick up door dashing, and I was just out of my mind. Like I hated my life kind of, and like I was just like driving 12 hours a day just trying to pay the bills during the pandemic, and I was so stressed out, and I was like, the icing on the top of the cake here is I can play Pokemon Go all day long while I'm door dashing, and like I'm having fun playing the game. And I was just like, but it's not really adding anything to my life. It's more of a distraction. I was like, but I'm very interested in like video editing, content creation, social media, all that kind of stuff. I was like, if I can start making content out of this, like, we'll see how that goes. And I don't know, it's been a blast. I've had so much fun doing it ever since.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, that's what's so incredible about TikTok to me, and I think the reason why I got like so invested in it, because I was sort of burnt out by the internet. Like,
yes.
I think before TikTok, I would spend time on like YouTube, and I guess YouTube still got, I still use YouTube quite a bit, but using Reddit, like I felt like the internet and like Instagram especially was getting so like polished, and like it was kind of getting dominated by like big companies and big like influencers. And then I go over at TikTok, and it's like you see people that have obviously never like thought to upload anything, or like normally would not have ever done it, but for some reason on TikTok they feel like, hey, this is a fresh platform, I'm going to give it a shot here. And you were just seeing this like new wave of people from like parts of the US you normally wouldn't see. Like I ate that stuff up, and I think it sounds like you're one of those stories too, of like, hey, this is a platform that like I think I can actually I feel comfortable starting on. And for me too, like I technically work professionally in video, but I've never been tempted to make like a YouTube channel or try to be like, or do like influencer stuff, but TikTok just seemed fun. So
I agree.
All right, it's sort of like a lower expectation on here. I can kind of just not worry about like being like super polished and just kind of have fun with it. So it's
how
been
I
a game changer for me, like eye-opening.
And I agree. And the whole unpolished versus polished thing, I think is funny, because that's what I'm finding is the biggest difference right now between like posting my stuff on TikTok and YouTube. Is like I go on YouTube and the comments are just like trashing the quality of my stuff, or like the quality of like my videos and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. I'm not a video editor. I'm using the basics of my computer. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm doing my best and just trying to upload as consistently as possible, but I'm not a video editor. So like I take all of those comments like with a grain of salt, but like
if you're like, you learn by doing too. So it's like, well,
absolutely.
Everyone started somewhere. I know. I mean, the only person I can even think of that's made kind of that transition. I mean, I'm sure you know about like Pokedaxy, right?
Oh yeah.
He's
incredible,
and he's sort of like in a position where I'm pretty sure he actually has like a video editing, like video production background. So he does. He has that like the skill set and kind of polished to like drive that transition pretty well. Like it's been pretty crazy to see him pull it off. So, but like, yeah, for most people, it's crazy how different that expectation is between platforms. But
it really is, because every
will,
single
I mean,
one
you
of my
will improve by doing it. So like, I mean, props to you for keeping it up. Again, I'm terrified to do that. So
just go for it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? And that's what I thought. I was like, what's the worst that's gonna happen? I mean, I get these comments, fine, whatever. I also get comments that go, I love your content, bro. So like,
there you go. Yeah.
It's fine.
So it seems like you're taking it in stride, which is good.
Absolutely. And I just think it's weird. I've never get a single one of those comments on TikTok. No one on TikTok expects quality, TikTok so that's funny.
It's like insanely nice. Everyone on TikTok is like, I mean, save for like very rare comments. Like I struggle to even think about like seeing negativity on any of my videos, except for one of my Arceus videos where people were very offended that I made a tutorial. Like the information was like too basic. They're like, why are you telling us stuff we already know? Like,
I get that too.
That's what tutorials are. It's not for you. It's for people. It's for the people that don't know.
And look, one comment below you, there's somebody that goes, "Thanks, I didn't read that."
Like for every like few comments that says that, there's like one or two that's like, "Oh my god, I didn't know this," and you're like, "Okay, so well, it's helping somebody. I guess let's
because if those people are anything like me, I'm not reading tutorials in games. I'm spamming A until I get to the point where I can play the game.
Yeah, and the truth of it is, like back then, I was streaming when the game was new, so I honestly wasn't really reading the text. I was like busy reading chat, and I was super distracted. So
exactly, you found something that you thought was useful, and you're like, perfect. I'll share it.
Like I'll share stuff that I was like discovering that I'm like, if I missed this, I'm sure other people did too.
Yeah.
And but other than that one example, I mean, like TikTok is insanely wholesome and positive compared to like comment sections that I would see on YouTube and stuff. But
100%. So for your Legends Arceus gameplay, now I have the game. It's right here. It's unopened. I have not played it yet.
Oh, really? Okay.
I am waiting for a capture card because I want to do it all live on stream, like playthrough, all that kind of stuff. How has your experience been? Am I seriously missing out right now because I'm not playing? Okay.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Yes, you're missing out.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, you've played the original games, right?
Oh, yeah. I played all of them except for this one.
Really? Okay. Because I coming in. So I played the original. Like my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Yellow.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I mean, I played my brother's versions of Red, but like the first one that I owned and really spent time on was Pokemon Yellow for the Game Boy. Was it the Game Boy Color? No, I don't even think it was the Color back then.
It was just Game Boy.
Yeah, and then I went up to like Gen 2, 3, and kind of fell off, and I was still playing games. I kind of like fell off the Pokemon bandwagon once I hit like high school. And I
was that kid with my Game Boy Advance in my book bag, and then I would like pull that out in class and start playing Leaf Green.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
So I mean, I always liked the series, and I would follow like updates. Like I knew kind of what was going on with the games, but I never actually like took the time to play one until Pokemon Go came out, and kind of like that all changed like overnight. It was like, oh, there's this new Pokemon thing that's like actually genuinely new, with like an insane new genre. And I mean, I could go into like how awesome I think Pokemon Go is as like a genre breaking thing. But
I'm right there with you.
To stay on topic here, that ended up leading to me like playing the Let's Go like Pikachu remake, and like, which was basically like a Gen 1 remake. So I had a lot of fun with that. And they gave you the Pokeball you could use for Pokemon Go. Right. Oh yeah, the crossover potential was pretty cool there. But then it wasn't until I guess Brilliant Diamond that I actually like fully played through like an actual like Pokemon game start to finish, and realized like, oh, I missed this. This is really fun. And then but that said, you know, I played Arceus a month after that, or like literally like the night before I'd finished Brilliant Diamond, and Arceus is here just like flipping the whole formula on its head and giving like a completely fresh new take, essentially like the Breath of the Wild of Pokemon games. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You know, or just any open world game. So that, yeah, I guess that's a very long-winded way of saying like Arceus has been amazing because it's the Pokemon game that I always dreamed about as a kid. That's how I would describe it. And it feels like a Pokemon game that you can continue playing, or is it kind of like the other ones where
you do your playthrough, you do your shiny hunts, but eventually you kind of move on to the next one.
Yeah, that'll vary person to person. I'm personally like the way they've set up the Pokedex as like a checklist
Okay.
of things on each Pokemon instead of just like, oh, you saw a Pokemon is like one version of like completion, and then if you actually like catch a Pokemon, that's like the final step.
Okay.
Like that's how it's been in previous games, but in Arceus, it's like you're doing research on each species, so you have to do like a certain amount of tasks with each species to actually fully finish it.
So the collection's much more in depth, like.
Yeah, like so it's way more than just about collection. It's about like observation and like feeding them in the wild, like teaching them certain moves. Like that stuff hooks me like nothing else. And so
Okay.
I'm gonna be trapped probably playing Arceus until I like 100% finish the whole Pokedex at this point. Like that's how I enjoy the game.
That's awesome.
But there's also plenty of there's a bunch of side content. Like I think you could easily get a good 100 hours out of that game. Just based on like the side quests and getting all the legendaries and stuff.
I'm excited about that. Speaking about 100 hours in a game, are you quite there yet with Unite?
Oh my god! I should probably check. I mean, I'm sure I am. I'm literally gonna open my Switch as we're talking here just to confirm that. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say yes. I think I've played about 100 hours of Unite, if not way more than that.
What's your main that you like to use? Because I'm gonna let you know right now.
I think my comfort zone character is Cinderace.
Okay.
But I played a lot of Eldegoss too.
Okay.
Kind of in the early days, and now generally I've been playing it where like anytime a new Pokemon comes out, I try to just have fun trying out new Pokemon, especially for streaming. I feel like that's the time. But if I'm playing ranked, I'm usually playing Cinderace or God, what else? Greedent was really good until they nerfed him. I think I would have said Greedent would have been my main if they hadn't nerfed him so hard. But have you been playing Unite at all?
I haven't. I've downloaded it. I've opened it. I've gone through the tutorial. I haven't done a match yet. I picked Talonflame, and I haven't done a match yet. So I have it on my phone because I just recently got accepted to do the screen sharing live streams on TikTok. So I've been doing my Go Battle League battles on there, and I've been having a lot of fun doing that live on TikTok. And I was thinking, well, if I can do that, I can do the same thing mobile on my phone with Unite. And I was going to try that out, but I haven't tried it yet. I've been way too busy. My fiance just bought a puppy.
Careful when you get involved because that's a time sink.
Yeah.
Unite is very addicting.
See,
so
that's the thing. Like I know I'm gonna get hyper focused on all these things, but I'm already maxed out on my time with all the other things I'm hyper focused on. So it's.
That's where I'm at in my life right now. There's too much to do, too much to keep up with. But at least I'm never bored. So that's positive.
That's true. I can't say I've been bored.
I just looked it up. I have 255 hours of Pokemon Unite.
Very nice.
That's a lot more than I would have thought. Oh god. I'm sure, you know what, to be fair, I'm sure some of that is just keeping the lobby open.
Sure.
Like I would the game just sits on. Mm-hmm. Or like if we're doing live streams, sometimes I'm just like the game's on. So I'm not going to say that's all gameplay. But yeah, 255 hours.
It's not bad.
That's a lot.
What would you say are some of the biggest tips you picked up while playing the game?
You know what? I feel like a lot of what helps me do well in that game was playing other MOBAs. Like I don't know if you've played Dota or League of Legends or any of these kind of arena or Smite.
Yep.
There's another one.
You used to play Dota.
But yeah, like I think stuff that I learned from those games, like how to kite, how to keep your distance, how to keep checking the mini map and just focusing on objectives. Like there's so many little things you can pay attention to when you're playing MOBAs, and I mean, I guess I don't even know where to begin as far as like beginner level tips to or like higher level stuff, but. I think that's kind of why I like the game so much because there's so much going on. But yeah, try not to feed. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
Like and I'm telling that to myself too because I still play very recklessly and I just run into situations.
Just run straight in.
Yeah, like try not to feed the other team. That's good advice that we all need to hear.
Fair enough. So are you streaming? You're streaming the Unite content mostly? Are you streaming it on Twitch? I'm guessing.
No, I haven't done. I get asked about Twitch a lot,
Okay.
and I've been in the background like planning maybe some things, but at least for the immediate future, I'm just streaming on TikTok
Okay.
essentially, and I do Unite. Sometimes I'll just be streaming. You know, Arceus.
Yeah.
We've actually been watching. We do this very late, so I don't blame anyone for not knowing that this has been going on. But like usually like past midnight, I'll be like playing Pokemon Arceus and actually just watching episodes of the Pokemon TV show at the same time.
I think I was scrolling on TikTok the other night and I came across that live stream. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
they're watching Pokemon and playing Pokemon. This is great.
Yeah, so that's my only really in-depth experience with OBS. It's just making these like janky layouts for these like double content streams. So I don't know. I've been having enough fun with just seeing what I can get away with on TikTok that I haven't planned to do much on other platforms. But there's definitely games like, streaming Arceus or even Unite it would be easier to see what's happening on screen if I just put that up on Twitch. Vertical video, you can only go so far.
Now, with TikTok, you said with OBS and TikTok, are you like approved to actually stream through OBS on TikTok?
No, so I'm looking forward to being able to use that though.
Yeah, I requested access. I haven't heard back. They replied back with, here's screen sharing. And I'm like, I didn't know that was a feature. Thank you, but that's not what I asked for.
Okay. So is that something you do have to ask for? Or is there like a certain level that you just unlock that?
I think they gave me the screen sharing because I'm clearly a mobile game like content creator. And I went, if you Google TikTok live streaming access, there is a forum where on TikTok support page where you can request access. You give them your account and you give them some information, and it takes them within like 30 days. And it was supposed to be for my stream key so that I can hook up OBS and be able to stream like this on TikTok. But they replied back 5 days later with, here's screen sharing access, and then I haven't heard anything else about that.
Okay, that's annoying.
So I don't know.
I've heard that people have had trouble getting that stream key, and I know TikTok likes to gate stuff behind like follower accounts.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything about getting a stream key yet, but so the way I've been using OBS is literally just to build layouts that I can format them for my own phone. So like I'll create a layout in OBS with two inputs. So I've got my Switch and then the Pokemon episodes, and I just put them together and then throw them up on my monitor.
Gotcha.
Just so that my phone can capture them. Like I don't actually have OBS like live plugged into anything.
I got you. You're using OBS to display on a screen, and then you're filming that screen with your phone for TikTok.
Yeah, purely just offline, like just to manage, just the collage content together, which is it's a pretty handy tool for that stuff.
The phone you're using to live stream. Oh, hi, Pup. Sorry.
What phone am I using?
No, I'm saying with that phone. Sorry, my dog came up and started whining in the middle of my sentence. But with the phone you're using to live stream, is that the same phone you're using to upload your content with, or is it a different phone?
Yeah. So I have an iPhone 8 Plus that I use to play Pokemon Go. Because there's something about the newer iPhones and like the longer screen format that like screws up like the scaling of like I don't know how to describe it, but like throwing Pokeballs is just harder for some reason.
I understand.
Like I have an iPhone 12 Max, and it's just like if a Pokemon's super far away, I don't know why. Like it's like
almost
the screen's
impossible.
cropped in or something, and I have to like really force it. So I'm most comfortable playing the game on like an older on like this. This is like my main phone, and yeah, I guess I do upload stuff through this phone, but most of it's edited, on my computer, and then I'll just airdrop a file.
The reason
kind of upload it there.
The reason I was asking is because for a while I was using this spare phone that I have. Hold on. I was using a spare older phone. You can't see it. I forgot. My video's not showing, but it's an older phone.
Well, I can sort of see your. I can see you on your Twitch. It's on a delay, but I can see it.
Okay. So it's an older iPhone, and I was trying to do the sort of a similar setup that you have, where like there was a phone,
Okay.
it was trying to live stream what I had on my display here, but then I had like my actual phone that I was using to do like my battles with, and after a couple live streams using the old phone, I got a notification from TikTok telling me that it was like suspicious behavior on my account, a different device, and I ended up being shadow banned for about 30 days. My follower account would go up by like 30 people every day, and then when I'd wake up the next morning, those same 30 people would be unfollowed, and it would do the same thing over and over for about 30
Weird.
days straight. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. But the only thing that made it stop was me stopping using this phone for a solid week and going live on my other phone,
Okay.
and then it somehow made it go away. It was the weirdest thing. But I was
Yeah,
wondering if
no,
you've
I've
ever
never.
experienced any of those issues using multiple devices, because ever since that happened, now I'm scared to use any other device other than this phone.
I have heard like, and I haven't heard this recently, but I remember when I first was getting onto TikTok, they had some kind of like, someone warned me about like, yeah, don't log into the same account on like multiple
Multiple
devices.
devices, yeah.
Um,
And I think I might have made
and
that
I
mistake.
honestly since then I've forgotten about it because I kind of I do that a lot, like because I stream on my
Mm-hmm.
nicer phone because it has a better camera, but I upload from my older phone, so I feel like I do kind of use them interchangeably, but
Okay. Maybe
I
it's
don't know.
because
Better safe than sorry. If you feel like something's affecting it, then
exactly. It's
don't
possible
take
because
any risk.
I got this spare phone from my brother-in-law, and maybe it's because it was attached to like his Apple account at one point or something. Maybe it thinks I don't know. I really don't
Oh,
know.
okay. Yeah, maybe.
But
Who
that's all I
knows?
can
I mean,
think of.
that's the fun part of doing stuff on social media
Uh
is you
huh.
never know what's gonna trigger,
No,
what thing.
exactly.
Like,
And
the
and
algorithm is you're just at the mercy of that constantly, or however their rules work.
and I
You
feel
know.
like towards the beginning of this year, TikTok's algorithm was changing like on a daily basis or something. I don't know. It was really weird. Like I felt like every day I would log in and I would have like a different experience with the app, whether or not
Yeah.
with like the content I was pushing or the content I was receiving. I don't know. It was I was having a lot of difficulty with it. Did you have any sort of issues with TikTok like that, or you're
I
not really paying attention?
Oh yeah. I mean, all the
Okay.
time. I feel like I encounter new weird things.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, you're not alone there. I mean, maybe there was a period where there was more like glitchiness. Like
Mm.
there was definitely some. I was getting spammed by their account notification thing. Like I even made a video about it.
Yeah.
I got like 100 notifications from them in like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
just sending me the same message and just weird stuff like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
You know.
Okay. As far as like you gaining followers on TikTok and stuff, what do you think has been like your biggest push for gaining followers? Is it your live streams? Is it the content you're pushing, or is it
Yeah, I would say it's a
mixable?
combination.
Okay.
I've definitely like I think live streaming is for whatever reason my biggest like chunks of followers have come in while live streaming,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not. I don't think it's so much just the live stream as it is like it's a combination. So, and if people who you guys probably know this if you're watching this in the chat coming from my videos, but I talk about all the time how I have this theory that like TikTok will push like whatever your most like recent popular video is will
Mm-hmm.
get like pushed while you're live.
I think that's exactly what's going on. I
Yeah,
really do.
because like there's certain videos that get like start getting a ton of traction, and I'm never sure like wait, were those followers coming in just through that video, or were people
Mm-hmm.
just like coming into the live or whatever? But
Mm-hmm.
those big bursts tend to happen because of live streams. So I've been doing that more often.
I think so too.
Um,
Too. I started doing live streams more often on TikTok this year, and I don't know. It felt like last year TikTok was pushing more towards like getting people to work on their content, whether or not it's like like putting more content into a shorter form and adding using their filters and all that kind of stuff. Like that's what they're trying to push content creators to do in order to like see the traction on their videos. And then this
mhm.
year, it feels like they're pushing everyone towards the live streams. Like, oh, we've got new live updates coming, and like we want your creators to, like. I feel
Yeah,
more incentivized to go live, and like I'm being rewarded more when I'm live on TikTok than I was
no,
previously.
I think you're right. I think there's been a big push. Like they're doing all these events and things like
Mm-hmm.
that now, like like live competitions. I have no idea what any of that does. Like I think I tried looking into it. Like when they did the first big one that was like space themed, it was like, oh, how does this work? And there's like a point system, and I kind of just gave up after that. Like I don't know.
Me too.
I've stopped even really trying to guess what TikTok is trying to do, and just I'm tunnel visioning on what do I want to do.
Fair enough. So
like,
what do you want to do?
Very, like, because I almost don't have time to even like I have less and less time now. I feel like in general, so I don't even really spend that much time worrying about like the trends and things so much. As just like what do I actually like want to edit? Like what's the next thing I want to try to get out there? But it is a problem because if you can play the TikTok game like well, you can definitely get more shorter, like more reach videos in general.
Yes,
I feel like, and I've actually like recruited people to like help me like what's a good like trending sound that I could use, because like I feel like less and less I'm actually using the For You page myself, so I'm not always aware of like what is popular right now. But like knowing what is popular and jumping on that stuff can definitely pay off if you get lucky. It's kind of.
I really do think I think it's a lot of luck involved. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you were saying you want to focus more on what you want to do. What is it that you want to do? What have you decided?
I think I have the most fun when I can tell like some kind of story. Like instead of just, and I guess that's even like where my account started, right? Because I was saying how it started because they increased the level cap, and I was like, I can kind of document my like moment to moment journey of like each level up. I'll make like a video about that, kind of either do something funny or try to like frame it a certain way. And I think I've kind of just kept that up with like any game that I'm playing. Like if I just have a funny thought, or if I have something that like, oh, I got this shiny, and instead of just showing off like here's the shiny I got, like if there's some other way I can contextualize it and like make a story out of it, that's kind of the thing I like to challenge myself on, doing that kind of stuff. And that's kind of where like the shiny Wurmple curse saga kind of emerged out of that.
Well,
where I noticed like, I haven't gotten a single shiny Silcoon, and just started making a bigger and bigger deal about that. And I think I've really dug a hole for myself. Like I think I've actually genuinely cursed myself.
Well, tell me a little bit about it, because I don't know that much about your shiny Wurmple saga. I was told to ask you about it, so.
Yeah, it's honestly spun so much out of control that I mean, thank God I haven't evolved a Silcoon yet, because I think I've evolved 8 shiny Wurmples in Pokemon Go. So that's like, assuming it's a 50-50 chance of getting either one. I've managed to get a Cascoon every single time.
I can't.
So
I don't know what I have.
Like
I gotta
look.
look.
Big like series of like people that follow me call me like the Cascoon guy. So. But
let me see what I've got.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I got.
I'm looking at the chat for a second too, because I see some familiar names in the chat. Is Nate in here? Is that Nate?
Not Nate plays Zark. Yeah, it
Not
is.
Nate. Yeah. Oh God, Nate. What's up?
I don't know if you guys can see.
Oh, you're pulling up.
Yeah, I got the.
How dare you do this to me?
I got the whole family.
I see at least 2 Silcoons in there.
Yes. Yep. And I got the party hat Wurmple as well.
Oh,
shiny.
the party hat one too. I've had people offer me that. Of course, they're not people that actually live anywhere near me. So
right.
I can't.
Right. Can't risk your account. Do you get that question a lot? Like, what do you think of spoofing? I need your opinion on spoofing.
I honestly, I don't. People don't really bring it up, and I don't really talk about it. I think I see videos about it. Like I know a lot of like the drama on TikTok kind of comes out of that kind of things, and it showed up in my Discord a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think anyone that's spoofing is definitely not having as much fun as the people playing it.
I 100%
But
agree.
At the end of the day, like I know that there's kids that are stuck at home that can't drive, and that this game sucks. If you can't,
if you can't go out there, yeah.
It's not surprising to me that people spoof. I think if you do have the ability to like go outside and like play the game legit, and you're not doing that, I think that's kind of lame. But
yeah,
if you're not like, I don't know, if you're not knocking people out of gyms or affecting my gameplay, I don't care too much.
That's pretty much how I feel. That's like if for some, I get it, people have disabilities, some people are younger, they can't drive, you can't leave the house, and yet you want to play Pokemon Go instead of the other Pokemon games. Okay. and you decide to spoof, fine, but make sure that your gameplay isn't affecting other people. Right. Don't go around clearing all the gyms in your local area and making sure that no one else can like put their Pokemon in. Like that was a big thing that was happening in my local area. Actually, it was like there's a group of 4 or 5 people that were spoofing, and they were making it so that literally nobody else could put Pokemon in a gym in the entire county.
Yeah.
For months. So like, it was horrible.
This is my stance now. Like present day. Like I'm pretty much. I feel like I've sort of had like a reserved understanding. Whereas if you had asked me this like year 2 of Pokemon Go, I would have been like, yeah, screw them. Those guys suck. Yep. Like back then, they were actually legitimately like treading on our gym territory, and like I would put all this work to like go to a gym that I had to like physically walk to, you know. And I back
or a
then,
remote gym in the middle of a park that you had to walk a mile to get to.
Yeah,
and
there was a whole year where I think the only thing I really cared about, like the only goal that I had in the game was like getting gold badges on gyms. So it was really, really like infuriating to have like spoofers just knock you out of stuff that you're like, I'm trying to get like I can't, you know, that definitely sucked. But I feel like I
would have them follow me
as much anymore. I think they're kind of bored. Anyone that spoofs doesn't really do it anymore. At least not in my area, so it doesn't affect me too much.
I'm pretty sure the guys in my area got banned. It was around the time when Shiny Gibble became like a reality, and then like all of a sudden all the spoofers started getting themselves a bunch of Shiny Gibbles, and then a huge ban wave came. I think they got scooped up in that.
Yeah, that's right. There were a lot of bans. That might have been what
it was a trap. Niantic set a trap for spoofers. Is what they did. They released Shiny Gibble into the game. They made it so it was really only available in very crazy remote locations in like Japan and different areas. And then all of a sudden, anyone who had multiple Shiny Gibble, you're a spoofer. Like it's impossible. Like no one else could possibly have that.
That's interesting. Is that confirmed? Like that they actually use that as like a.
There was a lot. Now, of course, it's Niantic. Niantic doesn't confirm anything. So, I mean, there's nothing from them that was confirmation, but there was a lot of like articles coming out and a lot of forum posts like following what they were doing and talking with like their devs and different things like that. That it's I mean, I would say 90% sure that's what happened.
They wouldn't want to admit that, obviously,
right?
Then people would know. That's funny though. I guess I missed out on that whole theory, but I believe it.
Yeah, because I knew the one guy in my area, he was doing those and trying to sell Shiny Gibble to local players. Because he was spoofing to go get them, and then he was trying to sell them $20 a piece per Shiny Gibble. And then I'm pretty sure he got banned. So I didn't hear from him. But yeah, that whole experience with like that guy and all that just left a really bad taste in my mouth as far as like spoofing goes. And I don't know, maybe I've been too vocal about it, and maybe that's why I constantly get the comments of, what do you think about it? Because again, it gets me to go rail off about it. But I was just wondering what your experience was with it and all that.
Yeah, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I'm happy to talk about. Like I think it's something that probably should be talked about more, but people in my comments do not bring it up.
Yeah.
Like I think maybe the only time it becomes a topic of discussion is while I'll do these spotlight hour streams. Like that's probably the one time a week that I'll actually do like a Pokemon Go focus thing anymore, while I'm live. And people will ask me if I'm spoofing because I AirPlay my iPhone to like an Apple TV, so it looks like I'm playing on like a PC. And then people will ask me, but beyond that, people don't bring it up. And
I get the same thing because I'll go live on TikTok while I DoorDash in Pokemon sometimes. But like, since I'm driving around in my car and technically, someone else is driving and I'm passenger, I'll get comments constantly being like, you have to be spoofing. Or they see like my Go Plus little icon lit up because I've got that going, and they think that is the spoofer app thing.
Isn't that shocking? Like
I've been reported for that. Like people have told me like, I'm reporting you for spoofing because of that thing. I'm like, please don't do that. I'm not, and I have a really nice collection I would like to keep.
I think it must be because Niantic just doesn't advertise that ever.
I think so. They don't.
But I'm shocked by the amount of people that don't know. Like I'll talk about like my Go Plus in videos, and people are like, what is that? Like auto catchers? What?
Me too.
I'm like, really? People don't know about these things? Like
They call it cheating,
and
I'm like,
game anymore if I didn't have one.
Yeah, at a certain point, like a certain level of the game, you have to have that. You literally have too many Pokeballs in your inventory to go through them
Yeah.
fast enough without an auto catcher.
And if you're, if you're living your life and you have to like go places where you can't have your phone open all the time, that's like, you're literally missing out on potential like Stardust and XP by
I get
not
shinies
just
and
being able to.
hundos every day.
So yeah, I mean it's become a genuine problem where I'm like I'll get anxiety if I forget my Go Plus,
Yeah,
just
me
like
too.
if I forgot my wallet or something. It's like it's just something I bring with me, and I've gotten like so much from that. I think every single one of my shiny Wurmples is from a Go Plus catch too. I don't think I've ever actually encountered a shiny Wurmple on my screen. Like they've all been harvested, and it's just occurring to me right now. Maybe that's part of the curse.
It must be.
I haven't actually had to catch one myself, so that's why.
Maybe you have to challenge yourself. You can't use your audio catcher until you encounter a shiny Wurmple.
Yeah, you know what? This is giving me ideas. See, this is the kind of like this is the kind of storytelling that my brain like feeds on for content. And the more obscure and like dumb it is, the better. Like I love just overly fixating on all the details of these games and like because that's what we do, right? When we're playing, like you become so aware of like how you're approaching, like oh, I'm acting this certain way just because of like this game is set up in a certain way.
Yes,
I don't know. It reveals a lot about people.
It really.
I like kind of outing myself on that for video, for content, for entertainment.
Of course. Let's see. Twin Cactus says, evolve a shiny right now. You want me to evolve one of my shiny Wurmples? Okay. We'll see what it turns into. Let's see what it turns into. Let's go.
I should join in on this because I have completed family shinies. I know I do that I haven't evolved yet. Because you know how you like, I mean, maybe I think other people do this. Maybe it's just me. But if I catch a shiny, I won't evolve it until I have like the whole family.
Of course, because what if you get a better?
Then at that point, I'm like, all right, now I feel comfortable evolving it because. I had a Wurmple on my house spawns.
Oh.
Just, it's not shiny though.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Let's see what I got.
I don't know. Is that showing up on screen? Can you actually see?
I can see it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to read it off the delay on Twitch, but
sorry.
I'm gonna pull up. I mean, if you're evolving your shiny right now, I'm gonna just go through and check.
Okay. I'm gonna evolve it right now. Here we go. Let's see what it turns into.
Let's see. Oh, I know what I can do. Oh, you're evolving one of your shiny Wurmples right now? Oh, Wait a minute. Okay. All right, hold on.
And there it is.
So jealous.
That's a Cascoon.
Cascoon luck. Bandy's here with the Cascoon luck, of course.
That's right.
You can blame her for that. I'm gonna evolve. I've got all these snubbles.
Okay. There we go. And you don't have the family complete yet?
Yeah, I mean, I have 4 shiny snubbles. I don't remember getting that many. That must have been. Yeah, honestly, that's shocking. All right. Well, let's evolve. Let's get that Grand Bull.
Let's go.
This is my best IV one. And the funny thing is, I know for a fact that I have like probably 5 or 6 families of shinies I haven't evolved yet because I'm just bad at keeping up with that. Sorry, I have no idea if this is actually showing up on screen.
There it is. The Disney.
Grand Bull shiny's pretty good though.
Oh. He's very Disney.
Yeah. There's the IVs.
Oh, look at that. Very nice.
Not too bad.
Very nice.
Appreciate that. You gotta love the chat reminding you to do stuff that you just don't take the time to do in your personal time.
That's true. 100% he's bad luck for shiny Wurmple. Hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I couldn't be happier, honestly, with that result.
Yeah. All right.
What's up with the Bandy blame? Well, we like to share. You know, I'm someone that likes to share stuff, so I'm not gonna take all the credit for bad luck. I like to spread that out to the chat.
Me too. So, what's the latest shiny you got in Arceus?
Oh man, I think last night. Oh, what did I get? It was. I know I got a Stantler, but there was something else. God, I'm totally blanking. If someone was watching my stream last night, it was either during the stream or before I streamed, because I was playing the game a lot, collecting footage for a new video that I'm working on.
Okay.
And I was so caught up in that, I don't even know. But you know what? I have Arceus open here right now.
I heard the shiny rates are different in Arceus.
Oh yeah, they're quite generous. Oh, it was Dusclops.
Okay. Very
That's
cool.
what it was.
That's a really cool shiny.
Yeah, just a straight up shiny Dusclops. Yeah, it's pretty easy to get one now, and part of that's just because of the way that, you know, it's an open world game now, so you can kind of literally just survey an entire field of Pokemon and just see if they're shiny and then move on, like,
and then
rather
just
than having to like go in and encounter each one like that. Just that alone increases like the rate at which you could find them.
Of course.
But there's mechanics in the game like outbreaks that will like boost the odds, and it's pretty easy to get them. And I know that's been kind of like a controversial thing. Like, I think some of the more diehard shiny hunters are like, oh, it's too easy now. But I don't know.
Do we really want to be spending months off resetting still?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm doing it with... I've got Brilliant Diamond, and I'm still picking my starter, because I'm still waiting. I'm still soft resetting.
Are you resetting for a shiny starter in Diamond?
Yes, I am, because I don't have my capture card yet, so I can't stream the game, so I might as well keep going for that starter until I get it.
Mine as well.
But yeah, the shiny rates are around 1 in 4,000. I think I've checked about 100 at this point, so I still have a long way to go.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, the people that and people are doing that again now that like Arceus has been added to the game. That's started a whole new wave of people shiny resetting. Man, that reminds me. There was a video I was gonna make about Diamond that I just never got around to, about me resetting for berries. Like that's the only resetting I ever did in Brilliant Diamond. I was resetting to talk to the berry master because he gives you a random berry, and I was trying to get all the berries, and like to me that was a much more achievable goal. And it still took hours and hours and hours.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't even want to think about, you know, what it would take to actually get like a full odds shiny starter. But
right now, I'm just like if I have like 30 minutes or an hour where like I can have it open and I'm like working on something else, kinda, like I'll do that. I'll do like 25 checks, put it away, see what happens, and move on to the next one. And eventually, hopefully, I'll get it. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I like to play games that can kind of do other stuff too.
Yes.
Like I'm almost never just 100% focused on a game. Like I'm usually watching shows or have YouTube open or something.
Same.
You know, being an adult, you gotta find ways to multitask.
Absolutely. I got 3 screens currently, and I got a 4th one over on the ground. I need a stand to put it up, and then I'll have 4 screens in front of me while I'm streaming.
Oh, you got me beat by one. I'm running a 3-screen setup, but one of those is like a big TV. So
yeah, that's one of my screens is a TV as well.
Yeah,
it's like 27 inches or something like that.
No, you kind of have to if you're going to be streaming and like running. Like I know that like we were talking about the streams where I've been using OBS for like watching Pokemon while playing Pokemon. The amount of stuff I have to have like off to the side that I have to manage sometimes just to run that simple thing is overwhelming. And it has me worried, like when I actually finally do start streaming, if I attempt that it's gonna add a whole new layer of complexity.
It's not easy. It's much more complicated than it looks originally. I can tell you that. Like it's you get the computer, you get OBS set up, you start to figure out how OBS works, you get your first scene set up, and everything seems cool. Then you turn your computer off and you turn it back on, and everything's changed, and it's a nightmare.
What a nightmare!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me give you just 1 second. My dog is about to go nuts. I gotta go let him out real quick.
Oh, take your time.
I'll be right back.
I'll sit here with the chat for a second.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Lucid, you're saying the shiny rate for the starters is 1 in 4,000? Yeah, that sounds about right. Isn't it like 4,000 like 82 or something? I can't remember. And Nate, I don't want to hear this Barbie girl stuff. Oh, is it our hat? I'm trying to be neutral, okay? I'm trying to keep it low key. I'm on someone else's stream. I'm not gonna Not gonna go into full Pokemon influencer mode. We're talking man to man. We're keeping the hat out of this tonight.
I'm back. My
Welcome back.
fiance
Oh my gosh, that
got a puppy
that is a
3
puppy?
days ago. This is our new puppy. This is Molly.
Is that a beagle?
It is. It's a beagle puppy.
Dude, that was.
And she is precious.
My first family pet. Not even from a puppy. We actually inherited a beagle in her later years, but she was precious. I have a soft spot for beagles, so.
We've had her for 3 days, and I'm in love. She's
yeah,
she's
the real
literally
star
the
of
best.
Show is kind of I'll have to agree with Bandy there.
Oh, all right, you can go back down.
What's her name?
This is Molly.
Molly. Okay.
Yes, classic dog name, but still.
Oh man, really just gonna bomb the stream with that.
That's right.
We can't possibly talk about anything or do anything more interesting than what you just held up to the camera. So
fair enough. We have been talking for about an hour though, so it's fair enough. I do want to be respectful of your time, so if you want to go, it's totally cool.
No, I'm good for another 15 minutes or so at least. There's a couple things I got to get to later, but I work from home for the most part, so I've got a pretty flexible schedule.
Very nice. I'm right now. I'm applying to jobs where hopefully I can start working remotely from right here at this desk, which would be absolutely great because driving all day every day is really starting to take a toll on me. Like my back is just killing me constantly.
Yeah, no, I imagine that's. I know some people that do that, and it's just intense. But yeah, I mean, thankfully the climate for that now, I feel like a lot of companies are way more open to remote work. My cousin recently quit his job and found another job that was more flexible with allowing him to do that kind of stuff. So
absolutely,
hopefully you can find something there. I think it's a better market for it nowadays.
I think so too. And since the pandemic, there are whole websites now that are just all remote jobs only, like Indeed and Monster, but it's only for remote jobs. So I mean,
okay, interesting.
Eventually, someone will hire me. I hope. There she is.
No, that's the key. Is just staying persistent with it. But
all right, she doesn't want to go, so she can stay.
Oh, I wanted to ask you this because I've always been curious about your name, Judgmental Monk.
Okay.
I know this is when you get invited to someone's show, usually I'm the one talking about myself, but I want to ask
That's fine.
Go
for
your
it.
origin story with your name.
Go for it. I'm much better at answering questions than asking them, so go for it.
Okay.
So you want to know where my name came from? Is that the question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's kind of funny. So my gamer tag has been Judgmental Monkey for a very long time. All right.
Okay.
So now the reason it's called Judgmental Monkey is I don't know if you remember a very old movie called Grandma's Boy. It was a bit of a stoner gamer movie. Do you remember this movie? Have you ever watched Grandma's Boy?
Yes. Yeah, I think I watched that a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a moment in the movie where he's sitting on the couch after smoking a bunch of marijuana with the monkey, and he looks over at the monkey and he goes, "Don't judge me, monkey." And I just thought that was the funniest thing. So I decided to make a username called Judgmental Monkey, just kind of a little funny thing towards that. But it turns out that's way too many characters for most usernames for most games and channels and all that kind of stuff. So I got shortened down to Judgmental Monk. It's stuck. A lot of people say they like the name. They say it fits, kinda. I don't know why, but I'll take it. And
no, I'll float my theory on why I think it works.
Okay.
Because it's just a hilarious paradox, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Because a monk is someone that's very religiously pious and kind of reserved, and I don't know, the fact of imagining a very judgmental monk is just sort of a funny mental image.
Yep.
Maybe not that I guess religious people are known to be judgmental too, but to me it's just
it depends on the religion.
That imagery clashes in my brain a little bit, and it cracks me up. So I had to ask about it.
Well, that's the origins of it. So, and it was the same thing. Once it got shortened down, I was like, do I scrap the whole username? I was like, Judgmental Monk. I kind of like that. I like the dichotomy.
Yeah,
of it.
no, it's a good pick. It stands out very well. So very iconic.
Sorry.
And the icons that I've seen, like you've gotten some pretty awesome fan art.
Yes.
Drawn around that too, which is always a fun part of doing stuff online.
Absolutely. I mean, it's how I got my logo. Really, I was just like, make a Judgmental Monk Mewtwo, and that's what they came up with.
Is Mewtwo like your top pick, favorite Pokemon?
It's hard to say. You know how that is. It depends on the situation for what Pokemon you want to use and what's your favorite. But yes, Mewtwo's definitely up there. I love Mewtwo.
Okay.
I'm a Gen 1 90s kid, so
yeah.
Snorlax, Lapras, Mewtwo, the three the legendary birds, the starters. I love them all.
Yeah, no, I have that same curse, just being like all in on Gen 1. Even a lot of my goals in Pokemon Go just sort of center around like trying to like get Gen 1 complete to the highest degree that I can. Like I'm gonna get like a gendered pair of everything, try to get as many hundos as I can. Still kind of gutted that I can't get like a perfect Articuno. That's like my white whale.
Mm-hmm.
Like anytime Articuno comes back into raids, that's like the one time I'll actually start dumping money into this game. Just trying to get that. But yeah, soft spot for all the Gen 1 stuff.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. I don't know if you can hear her whining, but she needs me to give her back to
you're good.
Carly. So 1 second.
No, I think her being on camera, she wants to steal the show. I think the chat's perfectly okay with that. Lucid's there. You bet that puppy has a good puppy smell. Yeah, puppies do have kind of like a good, that kind of good dog smell. You know, that only lasts for a little bit.
It still has the puppy breath.
Yeah. I mean, what about you though? Like, as far as like goals in Pokemon Go, like, is there anything that you're focused on, like trying to achieve at this point?
I really want to complete my shiny dex for Gen 1. I'm really close. I think I only need like a couple more. Let me see.
Okay, yeah, amen on that. That's
I'm really close.
Plans, yeah.
I need 6 more to finish the Pokedex. Yeah. 6 more. Yeah. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, I don't even know what my count is, but I don't think I'm close. And is that like having like full shiny families of like evolution?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. But then other than that, I'm just gaining the XP. So like I know I'm already level 50, but there's going to be another level cap increase eventually. So I might as well double my XP, right?
I would love to see that, but I'm not sure if they'll do it.
Really?
Just because how much XP would have to be.
It would be a lot.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm gonna get there.
you might as well, like, just in case it hurts. I mean, they're gonna be. I'm telling you, as long as this game is online and I have a phone and I can leave it, I'll be getting XP in Pokemon Go.
Same here.
Like, okay.
Exactly.
I'm not in a rush.
Like
I haven't even let myself hope that they would add another level cap.
I see it coming. I don't know. I think they will. I really do.
Okay. Because I know, like, you know, we're the crazy ones that like actually, you know, put the time in and like as soon as that came out, like I'm sure you were also kind of rushing for it, or maybe you already had all the XP for it, but
almost.
I mean that's when I really enjoy this game the most is like min-maxing my time and efforts into like hitting those level milestones.
I really like the level challenges that they did. Like I really liked it. Like a lot of people complained, "Oh, it's too much." I was like, "No, it wasn't. I want it to take a long time. Like I want it to feel like something that I tried and really had to do."
Yeah, this is why you have to be careful if you start playing Arceus, because if you like tasks and just checking those boxes, that's like what that whole game is about.
Oh yeah, that's me.
So fair warning in there, because that's the exact kind of thing that I like kind of dig my teeth into with games like this.
Same here.
I mean, I've learned to set. You do kind of have to learn to set your own goals to an extent, but nothing beats actually like being given a real quest in a game that has like an endpoint or some kind of like payoff. that's actually acknowledged like in the app itself. So
But yeah, so I'd say finishing my shiny Kanto decks would be great. I also want to finish getting Best Buddy, all of the hundos that are eventually going to become Mega Pokemon.
oh, okay.
So I'm working towards getting all those to Best Buddy. Uh, I've basically completed all of the special research since the very beginning of the game. I'm still on the Masterwork Research Apex 2 out of 4, which is the most recent one. But other than that, I've completed every special research in the game. So
yeah,
I guess just
here.
keep working towards that. And
yeah, no, I've religiously stayed on top of pretty much everything. The only thing I've skipped are the community day like tickets. I think I decided early on that I just like wasn't gonna buy into those because they didn't really seem to offer that much other than like TMs, and I was like, so that and the catch the collection challenges, I missed one of those finally, and that gutted me. Like I made a video about it.
I actually did too. The last one I missed it for the Johto tour because there's just so much going on that I forgot that I needed to evolve an Eevee during the day. And until the sun went down, and I was just like, I forgot. It's over. There's nothing I can do. And that was it.
Yeah.
Like, it was,
oh, dude.
It was it. It was the only one I needed, and I didn't complete it.
So that's the most common one I've heard. Like, I know you're not alone on that.
Yep.
But for me, it was the trade challenge. Like, not because I forgot, but I hit my trade cap the night before. Like, I was trading like past midnight.
Yep.
So I hit my 100th trade without like I wasn't thinking. And then I couldn't make any trades that whole day. So I was completely locked out of the trade challenge, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it'd be nice for those kind of events where they have so much going on. Like literally minute by minute, there's like 5 things going on at a time that you need to be focused on. It'd be really nice if they had some sort of like cheat sheet guide that they put out like a week ahead of time or something. That like I know a lot of the content creators make their own, but it would be nice if Niantic had something that was like, you need to make sure you don't do this, this, and this before the event starts because you paid money and you're gonna miss out. Like,
no, I 100% agree with that. Like, just some kind of extra layer of warning, especially if it's something that you can miss permanently.
Like, hey, the event, even if it's in game, like you log in the day before and a little notification comes up says, "Hey, don't max out on all of your trades today," or something. Like, just be careful here.
I mean, like,
something.
To be fair, like I know very few people probably actually do that, like hit the trading cap regularly. The only reason I did was because they were doing the guaranteed XL candies on trades, which is something I was grinding out because, I mean, to list another one of my long-term goals, I want to try to get like at least one of each Pokemon in Gen 1 to level 50.
Yeah.
So I've been on like an XL candy grind for that. Like I know most people don't hit that, but like for the Eevee thing, I mean that I know so many people that miss that, and they have a notification system in game. Like, why couldn't there be something like, last hour before?
Exactly, the sun will be going down in an hour. Evolve your Eevee. Yeah, because
would be nice.
I wasn't thinking until all of a sudden the game switched from day to night, and then I was just like, I didn't do it. It's over. Oh, missed it. That's it.
I'm just hey, you weren't suffering alone.
No,
I'll just
that's
say
true.
that. I'm glad I'm the only one that dropped the ball on some of that stuff.
That's true.
I literally messaged the support too. I was like, is there any way that you guys can like increase the trade cap for this day? I was like, but they
no.
I think they were so overwhelmed with responses they didn't even respond till the next day, and it was too late. So it's like,
I'm sure they did.
Okay.
Because some of the biggest things on days like that is the friends list errors and like the rating errors. Like there's so much stuff going on, so many people setting those issues that I guarantee that their support system's just flooded with like raid pass requests because people lost their passes for some glitch of some kind.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're trying to prioritize, the issues related to like microtransactions and people that have spent money. I think the people that are worried about hitting their trade cap are probably at the bottom of the list.
Absolutely. But speaking of like the micro transaction stuff, you were saying that you decided a long time ago you weren't going to spend that $1 for the community day storyline. I've actually I felt different. I told myself a long time ago I'm going to buy the $1 storyline every community day, just because I thought that the items coming out of it were okay for $1. I mean, we're talking lucky eggs or star pieces or incubators, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's a pretty good deal. Actually, I mean,
I think it's gotten
objectively speaking,
better. Like way back in the day, it was definitely worse. I think it has gotten better.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is too. It might be better now than it was. I think what happened was it might have been around the time that they put out that Mr. Mime. It was like the Galarian Mr. Mime like research came out, and a lot of people were like protesting.
Yep.
It was protesting that because it was the first time they had just done like pay $8 for this Pokemon.
Yes.
And I think I joined in with a bunch of other people that were like, I'm not gonna like this will be the one thing that I decide to like not do. And that happened, and then I think they did the community day dollar thing, and I was like, yeah, and I just kind of like kept that mentality of like not
fair enough.
Not just like throwing money at every single thing that the game puts out.
Yes.
You know, just being more like deliberate with like what do I actually care about, and like only buy something if I feel like I'm actually getting like extra gameplay value out of it.
That's how I felt about the storyline, just because it was $1. It gave you more than $1 worth of items from the shop through the storyline, and also it's a fun little storyline. Like someone had to create that story, and like you go through it, and like it's fun for the day. So like I was fine with that. It's the 1,280 coins every community day that they want on that box, so you can get the elite TM the elite TMs and all that kind of stuff. That drives me nuts. I don't spend my money on that thing. I don't think it's worth it. But they try and push everyone to get that as hard as they can every single month.
Oh yeah. And I'm sure people do.
I'm sure.
I'm sitting on a pretty decent stack of elite TMs that I'm not using because I don't.
Too.
I mean, you say you play PvP quite a bit. Yeah. I really struggle to like get myself to play PvP now. Like I used to play it a lot when it first came out for the first few seasons, and I wanted to get like the Pikachu Libre and all that. But until they add like a new exclusive Pokemon to the pool, like doing the grind just for the rating or just to like get like a certain rank, I'm like, it's such a grind. Like it takes so much time, and I just haven't been able to bring myself to do it.
It is.
These past couple seasons.
It takes like an hour and a half to do your full 5 sets, and then you have to do those like every day in order to get even close to the legend rank. Now I haven't gotten to legend. Well, maybe I did once because I do have a Pikachu Libre. Unless it was one of the super easy seasons. I don't know. I can't remember.
It might have been. I think I did it on like one of the easier seasons. I think there was a time where they were kind of giving that out.
Yeah.
It just takes so much time, and I do genuinely like get frustrated in like competitive games if I start like losing too much. And of course the way to get around that is to like spend the time studying like, all right, like how do I get a good team? Like how much Stardust am I gonna have to spend to like get like
so much Stardust
relevant? Like it just became something that I'm like, I don't know if I want to put my time and energy into like this part of the game so much, because I genuinely I enjoy other parts of the game more. I think like the exploration and collection more than the competitive aspect.
I enjoy
that's just me.
I personally enjoy the PvP. I think you can actually, if you're Stardust grinding, like you're trying to get a lot of Stardust, doing PvP is one of the best ways. I think you can actually increase your Stardust.
That's true. You do kind of pay for the investment.
Yeah.
Like if you're having to power up certain Pokemon, you definitely get that Stardust back.
Yes.
I think if you're playing a lot. That's true.
I spent 1 million Stardust on my Master League team. 1 million Stardust.
God.
Like that's and it was very painful to do. Like and I don't know, it's just so much Stardust, and I feel like every single season I have to like remake better Pokemon or change some things around. I'm never not spending Stardust on the Go Battle League, and I don't know, it does kind of grate on you after a while, like having to like you spend so much, you invest so much into a Pokemon, and then the next season comes around and it's no longer meta relevant, or like they debuffed a move on him or something like that, and like that kind of sucks. I get that, but on the other end of it, I do like the fact that they're spending a lot of time like working on these bugs. Like we have the interlude season right now, which means hopefully they're gonna fix a lot of these issues because they're doing like the professional tournaments now, like the regionals.
Right. Yeah, they kind of have to they kind of have to take that a little more seriously
Yeah.
now, because I've seen the complaints like about the lag and glitches and stuff. And again, since I haven't been playing too much, I don't think I've noticed anything that crazy. And if I do, I usually just assume it's like my problem.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, my connection must be bad. Like my data must be in like a bad spot or something. But from what I've heard, there's been problems for a long time, like longer than is justifiable considering the time and resources Niantic should have to fix this stuff.
Absolutely, but I am excited to see if they can fix some of these things and see how these regional tournaments go. Because the fact that if you get to legend rank, it gives you an invite to the regional tournaments is actually kind of cool. I find that I really kind of want to. It incentivized me to get to legend way more than just a Pikachu Libre. I think it'd be really cool.
I forgot about that they structured it that way. That is pretty cool.
It's new, but yeah, I'm not gonna get there this season. I don't have enough time to put into it, and like I'm trying, but like there's no way. But
you know what's funny though, like because they did this like battle ticket thing, and that I saw that and I was like, damn you, Niantic, you found the way to get me to care. Like as soon as they started putting battles in this like task, and you made like a quest out of it. I will admit I've been playing more Go Battle League this season.
Same here.
Just because of that damn ticket. They tricked me. They got me.
You want to get to the end. Like what's at the end?
Yeah, you're like from what I've heard is like it just the meter just gets bigger and bigger. I don't know if there actually is an end or not. Maybe you know something about that.
I don't know if there's an end or not either. Honestly, I'm at I have to win 128 battles right now. I'm 45 out of 128, and I'm assuming that it's just gonna double up once I finish that. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, Twin Cactus is saying it's infinite.
It's infinite. Okay. Wow.
See,
so does the Stardust just keep
on me then? So if it doesn't end, then what's the point? Maybe I'm done with Battle League this season.
It's true. So there's no end. So eventually they're just going to be like, you have to do 10,000 battles for 10 million Stardust, but you'll never actually get there.
Yeah, that seems weird. There has to be. Has someone actually gotten?
He says yes.
I mean,
I'm gonna have to look into that now. I'm definitely have to look into that.
I mean, in a way, I could see them wanting to keep it infinite because the whole point of it is just they want more people to play Go Battle League.
Yeah,
my guess.
They're troubleshooting.
Like a decline in general, so they're just trying to make sure people are like actively in the queue. So if it had an endpoint, then yeah, like people would just hit that endpoint and probably stop. People like me, anyway.
Niantic.
So they want to keep it going.
Niantic actually put out an article before the season started that one of the main reasons that they were doing this Stardust thing was because they wanted more people to be playing in the Go Battle League, but it was because they needed more data to fix the issues that they were looking at before the end of the season. So they want, they're trying to get as many people in there playing right now during the season so that they can start fixing as many of the bugs and errors and stuff for stuff that they can't quite figure out themselves, like the random stuff that just happens, Yeah. So.
Yeah, no, I remember reading that blog post now that this was like an interim season for fixing that stuff. So that makes sense.
Yeah, I really hope they do. They said they put that notification out, and then I haven't heard anything since. So I don't know what they're working on, if any issues have actually been identified and fixed, or I don't know.
Yeah, well, we're very used to that. Anyone who's been following this company for as long as we have is used to just not hearing things from Niantic for long periods of time.
That's very true. Where do you think they're heading next, Niantic? I know their main focus is like AR stuff. I don't know if I've heard very much though on like what they plan to do. Like I've seen possibly some sort of AR glasses that have been like rumored or something, but like I don't know. That seems such a far out there concept.
They basically told us that that's what they're focusing on. I mean, I think John Hankey was on he was at some conference about VR or AR things specifically, and how there's a lot of talk about like metaverses and things right now, and he's got sort of an interesting take on it where he's like as you got this whole industry that's moving toward putting people in like actual VR metaverses, he wants to keep people outside and make like the AR metaverse like of something that's more important. So to me that says they're definitely going all in on some kind of like immersive glasses based
Yes.
thing. I just have no idea if that's like actually realistic to like pull off anytime soon. Like there's just like I don't know if there's enough data in the game to like actually build
I don't think there is.
a version of Pokemon Go that could work. like think about like how far apart Pokestops are in general. I mean, maybe if you live in a city, you know, you might have more. But like in my area, if they're trying to make like an interesting VR experience and they're limited by like these AR scans, like if it's only gonna work like where they have scan data, like they just don't have enough to do it yet. I don't think.
I don't think they do either.
And it would be a completely different game loop. I almost feel like they would almost have to like put out a new game. I think
they would too. It had to be like Pokemon Go Plus. Like I don't know.
Okay. Which I would be okay with.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying all of this, you know, skepticism out of like a desired like I think like I love like new tech stuff. So I'm on board to try, you know, whatever they do come up with. But it is hard to imagine like a gameplay loop that would work that absolutely does require you to be, you know, present in person, which again I'm okay with. Like I think obviously Pokemon Go is like unfairly favors people that can be like driving.
Yes.
And that's genuinely like how I end up playing a lot of the time. If I'm just like in a hurry and I need to like farm items, it's like yeah, you get in a car, you set your Go Plus up, and you just like roll through downtown for like 15 minutes, and that's not. You know, like that shouldn't be like how Pokemon is played. Like
I agree.
I get like from like an idealistic standpoint, like you would want a more like intimate like gameplay loop where you're actually like having to like walk around, and I think that's cool, and I do enjoy the game more when I can actually like play it that way. I just have no idea like as a game like how are they actually gonna pull that off. I have no clue.
I have no idea either.
So I don't know. Like it feels to me like the technology is just not there yet for it. Like we need like smartphones were like the big leap in tech that let Pokemon Go happen. Like GPS based gameplay was like revolutionary, and I don't know how long it's going to take for the next big leap, but I feel like it might be quite a ways off.
I think it's quite a ways off.
It feels
as
like
well.
it anyway.
I think so as well.
But yeah, no, I'm excited though to see whatever it is they end up doing.
Same here. I would like to see some sort of glasses. I know like back in the day there was like the Google Glass, and like I actually was able to test one of those out, and like it was
really?
Yeah, it was really cool, but like it was not like there's no way this was going to be something that most people were going to use. It was so clunky. It gave you a headache after like using it for 5 minutes, and like I don't know. It was the closest thing that I could think of that would like work with something like this sort of. Just because it's like the glasses, it's got the little screen, and like based on like your eye movements and different things that you do, the screen has different behaviors. But all it did was hook up to your phone, so like you could just like read your email or a text message without having to get your phone out.
So weird, yeah.
But
I've never met anyone that's actually gotten hands on with a Google Glass.
Yeah.
So that's, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, that was like what year?
That must have been
that
was like 6-7 years ago, at least, maybe even more.
Yeah, so I'm sure whatever version of that now would probably be much more comfortable and like probably faster.
Absolutely.
Because like yeah, back then I can't even imagine what kind of limitations they had with that.
Yeah.
But it's been rumored for
a long time.
I mean, years and years now that Apple has some kind of headset thing, some kind of Google or Apple glasses. You know, Microsoft's been working on their thing with the HoloLens, and like Niantic actually put out a video of like demoing a version of Pokemon Go running with the HoloLens.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it absolutely is what they're doing. Like that's where they're going. But it's just like
they need the hardware to catch up before they can start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I'm 100% on board with like any kind of game that keeps this connection with like basically turning your own town into the game board.
Same
like,
here. I thought it was revolutionary.
I think that's awesome, and that's what hooked me on Pokemon Go to begin with. So as long as that is still part of it, then like I'll be on board with whatever they do. Will it be as fun? I don't know. It depends on how limiting it is.
It'll depend on where you're at, probably.
How dumb will I look having to play this? Like that'll also matter.
It won't.
Because at least on your phone, you can kind of get away with being discreet.
That's true. It can't be any dumber than you look when you're scanning a Pokestop. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
I always feel so self-conscious. I'm just standing there by the road and I'm just doing a little circle. Everyone's like, "What is that guy doing?" Just don't ignore me, Pokemon things.
Yeah, just helping Bill. I'm just doing my part for the AR metaverse.
That's right.
Don't mind me.
That's right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, it's fun to think about though, and I like. I don't know. I'm pretty much addicted to just following updates about this game, and I have been since it came out. Yeah. So I'm gonna be waiting patiently, and in the meantime, I've been playing their other games too. They put out that Pikmin one, which is simple, but there's stuff in there. It's sort of a different take on like an AR experience. I think they did like a Transformers one. I'm not really interested in that.
No.
But
did you ever play Ingress before Pokemon Go came out?
Yeah. I went pretty hard on Ingress exclusively just so I could make Pokestops.
Yeah, same here. Yeah,
like
it's the only way I got into Ingress.
I had fun with Ingress to an extent because it was just so different. But it's not like fun in the same way at all, and like I wouldn't be tempted to go back to it now.
No, I really only got into it.
Put up with it to get the Pokestops.
Same here. Yeah. And to learn just kind of how Pokestops and gyms get pushed into Pokemon Go through there. I was very fascinated by the whole process. Pull S2 cells, and then if you vote the picture in Ingress, whatever picture has the most votes, that one becomes the gym when it gets pushed into Pokemon Go, and like I don't know, all that kind of stuff. I've actually been able, since I moved into this new house that I'm in, not quite a year ago. There's a local park just a few blocks away, but it had 0 Pokestops, nothing there at all. And now I've got like 4 or 5 Pokestops in a gym already created over there, and I should have another one pushing through in the next few days, hopefully. So like I don't know, I've been having a lot of fun with that, and it's kind of fun to be able to add stuff to the game you play in the real world, like find stuff that I had no idea this stuff was around in the real world. And then just because I'm playing Pokemon Go, I'm coming across these things that are actually in my hometown that I had no idea were there. I can turn them into Pokestops. I can learn about them. I don't know. I just like the whole process.
Yeah, no, I 100% resonate with that because I've discovered so much about my own town.
Yeah,
I just never ever would have bothered to like go down certain roads or explore certain things, and gotten into my fair share of trouble too.
Yeah,
trying to like. Go a little bit too far down certain roads or trying to like catch stuff, but that's part of the exciting adventure that is playing a game in real life.
Yeah, it's about exploring.
Yeah, it's just exciting. I don't know. So I'm down for any new version of that.
Same here.
Chat was saying something. Niantic oh, Bandy's talking about. A lot of people don't even scan. They'll do the AR scans. They'll just scan their feet,
and that works. I didn't know if that really worked or not. I figured I had to I don't know, move it around.
It seems to. I think
hilarious.
They just have had to accept that my guess is they probably don't have a good way of checking to make sure like the quality of like what you're uploading is good enough before they disperse a reward.
Yep.
So they just take any data that's given to them. So
fair enough. They're gonna be getting my floorboards more often.
Don't stress yourself out. Good for you, trying to do the right thing. But if there's too many people around, don't feel bad about scanning your feet a little bit.
Have you heard? I've heard that I've been told not to scan Pokestops because people are worried that Niantic is going to go around removing Pokestops that they don't think are appropriate because people scanned the area and it'll pick up something like a sign saying I don't know or something like that. Have you ever heard of anything like that? I've never even seen a problem like that, but I've heard people tell me.
Yeah, I haven't seen it happen myself. I've heard people talk about that and be concerned. I don't think
I've never seen a Pokestop that was in the game get removed from the game unless it was in a cemetery that got special they requested no Pokestops at our location because we're a business kind of thing.
No, there was definitely a period of time where they were kind of purging Pokestops that were either inaccessible or just in bad spots in general, and I think people were just blaming the scanning feature on that, but I think those two things just happened to happen at the same time.
That makes sense.
I also haven't been doing the scans too much, so I can't speak from experience.
Fair enough.
done it enough to notice if it's actually affected anything. But man, yeah, going back to like you said, you built up a whole park.
Yep.
I mean that I found the same thing. There was a park kind of like hiding in plain sight that I didn't know about in my town, and I probably crammed like 16 Pokestops in there over the course of like a year, and that I never had more fun with the game than feeling like I own this park now.
That's literally how I feel.
I'm like, this is my contribution to this game, and I think that's pretty cool. Like one other game lets you like do that.
I agree.
It's just you gotta love that stuff.
Yeah, I put my Blissey in that gym that's in the park that I made, and I haven't let it get kicked out since. Like, that's my gym.
Right.
It's mine.
Yeah, no, I mean that's exactly how I felt. Once I sprouted my first couple gyms, I mean I was diehard trying to like keep my Pokemon in there. Like I was sneaking into that park like after hours just to knock people out. Because speaking of like almost getting in trouble playing this game, that's the kind of level of ownership that I have about my little slice of the game board. I feel like I've definitely moved on from. I really obsessively was like trying to get gold badges on gyms for a long time.
Me too.
But there's just too many new gyms now. Like I feel like something happened where people just started adding Pokestops and gyms in my area too much, and I literally can't keep up anymore. So I don't worry about it.
It's kind of a good problem to have.
I must have like 150 gold badges at this point.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Bandy's saying, I purposely get my reflection in Pokestops. I get approved.
That's hilarious.
You've actually gotten Pokestops approved that way? Because I've heard if there's any like person in any shot that they'll reject it. But maybe you've kept it subtle enough to get away with that.
Yeah, I always make sure like my photos are like perfect, like no people in it. I try and make it like during the right time of day. If there's any sort of signage around that's like even has like a no smoking or anything like that, like I don't want that in the image at all because I don't want them to think like this is an area that like people aren't supposed to be or something.
Dude, I'm the same way. I don't. Bandy's saying she's taking his risk. I don't mess around with Pokestops.
No.
I want mine to be accepted at all costs. So I go the extra mile to like keep that nice and tidy.
I'll go to Google and like see if like the location I'm at has like already has like some sort of like Yelp information or pictures posted or anything like that that's like really good that I can upload instead of like the one I take. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear the puppy.
No,
whining.
you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're no problem. I do park signs. Bandy's saying I do park signs so the reflection catches me as a selfie. I throw peace signs.
Love it.
I admire that energy. I wouldn't be brave enough to do that. Too risky. Yeah. Too risky for me.
Exactly.
Maybe you can get away with it. I don't know if they want my mug.
Maybe that's it.
That
might be.
They're
like, I was going to, but no.
Oh, man, there was something in that vein that I was going to say I forgot. But anyway, yeah, that's a part of the game that I enjoy. The fact that like we kind of all contribute to our own little corner of it is super fun.
I agree. But okay, so it has been a little over an hour. I do know you said you had to go here soon.
Yeah.
I have my dinner being made, and
should be going here in a second.
No problem.
But
yeah, I got to end up my stream and get to dinner here soon as well. But I really do appreciate the conversation. I want to have you back. We'll talk some more. I had a lot of fun. Yeah,
no, and if you start playing, Unite. Let me know and we'll start. Maybe I can kind of like coach you through. Well, me and maybe some other people. I'm not going to say I'm the most qualified Unite person here.
That's fine.
But definitely might be fun to do something in the future with that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll reach out and we'll do a live stream. It'd be fun.
But yeah, thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun. Always like talking about the games that I spend a lot of time playing. So
same here.
Any excuse to do that, I'll take it.
Same here. I appreciate it, and I apologize. My video never came through Discord. It's still doing the loading. I don't understand what the problem is.
I should have known that. Discord, especially with the mobile app, it might be something on my end. So
that's all right.
What I need to just get like a nice camera that my Discord will actually recognize.
Look up the Logitech HD 1080p. what's the number? I don't know. I'll send you a message on Discord with what it is.
No,
It's like
I haven't done
it's
any research on this. Is that what you're using right now?
Yeah, it's a pretty nice camera, and I got it for like $60. Like, it's not expensive at all.
Okay.
So I'll send you a link.
Yeah, that's definitely better than what I was thinking of doing, which was like going all the way and like getting like a DSLR set up. This is me thinking in like the future if I actually start trying to do like streams on like Twitch or YouTube that I would try to get like real equipment for it, but
that's how I am. I have
a webcam sounds so much easier.
I have 2 Amazon shopping lists. I have my dream setup, my dream streaming gear shopping list, which is all of the crazy expensive stuff that I don't have. Maybe I'll buy one day. And then I have my other one, which is budget streaming gear. And that's the one I've been slowly getting stuff from and working with. So one day we'll get the big camera. But
well, that's the good part about what we're doing. Is it's kind of fun to be scrappy a little bit.
It is.
Make a little go a long way.
Yeah. This whole thing started with just an iPhone. So I mean, it's progressing.
Sure. Look at it that way. One step at a time.
Exactly. But thank you so much for the conversation. We'll talk again soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yep.
I'll see you guys later.
Peace. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me during that chat. I had a lot of fun for that. I'm going to switch over here real quick. We have some news to go over. What is going on here? Why does this thing keep switching every time? There we go. All right, so let's go over real quick what's going on in Pokemon Go this week. And then we're going to play some Pokemon TCG. I want to do at least one more match and finish up that daily challenge. And then I'm going to go have dinner with my fiance. So I appreciate everyone hanging out with me through the rest of this and everyone who hung out through the conversation. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Flowers for Brandy. Thank you so much for all the comments and the feedback and the follow as well. I really do appreciate it, everybody. I've been having a lot of fun today. So let's get right into this first and only segment, really. This week in Pokemon Go, it's the 21st to the 27th of March. Get water ready, says Twin. Good point. I'm actually empty. I'll have to get some more after this segment. Coming this week in Pokemon Go, commencing the 21st of March, we have the Lush Jungle event and the first ever weekend park spotlight. So the Lush Jungle event is going to be tomorrow, the Tuesday, March 22nd, until Tuesday, March 29th. So it's one whole week. Get ready to brave the jungle during the Alola-inspired adventure. So Fomantis, the Sicklegrass Pokemon, and Lurantis, the Bloomsicle Pokemon, will be making their debut in Pokemon Go. The guardian deity of Akala Island, Tapu Lele, will also be making its debut. That'll be in 5-star raid. So if you haven't got your shiny Tornadus, you better be raiding right now. Next up, Lush Jungle Weekend Park Spotlight. So on Saturday, March 26th at 10 a.m. until Sunday, March 27th at 8 p.m. local time, join fellow trainers for a Lush Jungle Park Spotlight. On Saturday, the 26th until the 27th, Cottonee will be appearing more frequently in the parks. And for the first time ever, Shiny Cottonee will be available. We're going to check that out, how that Shiny looks down at the bottom here in just a second. But next up, we have the interlude season of the Go Battle League. The Go Battle League's interlude season will start on Tuesday, March 1st at 1 p.m. and go until Wednesday, June 1st at 1 p.m. Right now we have the Master League, but tomorrow is the last day that you can do the Master League and get your 3 time Stardust win rewards. That does not include your end of set rewards. After that, from March 22nd until the 29th, so tomorrow for the next week, we're going to have the Great League back along with the Little Jungle Cup. Spotlight Hour this Tuesday, that's tomorrow the 22nd, from 6 to 7 p.m. local time. We have Sudowoodo as our featured Pokemon for Spotlight Hour, 2 times catch XP for catching Pokemon. So if you don't have your shiny yet, go out there, get yourself shiny. Well, I don't know. It doesn't say that you can get the shiny Sudowoodo during the Spotlight Hour, so I don't know if you can. Is it still that you could only have to hatch a shiny Bonsly and evolve it to get shiny Sudowoodo? I think that might be the case. All right, Raid Hour. Wednesday, the 23rd, March 6 until 7 p.m. We have Tapu Lele as our 5-star in raids. Cannot be shiny. So if you're participating in this Raid Hour, you're looking for the hundo. Now, next we have March Research Breakthrough Encounters. You guys are probably already well aware of this since you've collected your first or second or third one by now. But we have Alola Vulpix as our special research encounter, and it can be shiny. In Mega Raids, from the 15th to the 22nd, so if you don't have this already, is Mega Lopunny. Get out there, start raiding right now because it's going to be gone tomorrow, Tuesday the 22nd until April 5th, and it will be replaced with Charizard, Mega Charizard Y. Alright, we're already looking at the 5-star raids. We already went over that. Get your Therian Form Tornadus shiny if you haven't already, because Tapu Lele will be taking over. We have the March Research Breakthroughs. For a full list, I did a video already, so please go sub over on YouTube and go check that out. But we have the seasonal bonuses for the season of Alola. The following bonuses will be active. We have increased effectiveness while moving for Incense. We have increased damage for Pokemon participating in raids remotely. We have guaranteed gifts from Pokestop spins. We have up to 2 free raid passes per day from spinning gym photo discs. I absolutely love this. It's been very helpful when I'm shiny hunting the tier 1 raids, Rockruff or Phanpy. We have increased Incense, which will last for 90 minutes. Different Pokemon will be appearing in the wild. As seasons change, different Pokemon will be appearing in different areas across the world. So in cities, we have Magmite, Jolteon, Makuhita, Mincino, Alolan Rattata, Alolan Meowth, and Alolan Grimer. All of those can be shiny other than Jolteon in the wild. In the forest, we have Paris, Execute, Apom, Pineco, Electrike, Rufflet in the wild, and Yangoose. All of them can be shiny. I've been shiny hunting this Rufflet in the wild. I've only been able to get my hands on 5 to 10 encounters, and I haven't found my shiny yet, but I'm trying. In the mountains, we have Cubone, Flareon, Baltoy, Golett, Diglett, and Geodude. Alolan for both of those, and then Archeon. Shinies are Alolan, Geodude, Diglett, Baltoy, and Cubone. Flareon, Golett, and Archeon cannot be shiny. Molly. Beaches and water. We have Staryu, Dratini, Vaporeon, Tortuga, Executor, Frillish, and Corphish. In the northern hemisphere, we have Lotad, Bagon, Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, Deerling, and Fungoose. In the southern hemisphere, we have Nincada, Beldum, Seawaddle, Chespin, Fennekin, Froakie, and Deerling Autumn. Why are you whining? Sorry. Alright, in the 2K eggs, we have Yungoos, Pikapek, Chespin, Fennekin, Froakie, Cubone, and Execute. 5K eggs, we have Rowlet, Litten, Papilo, Tyrogue, Skarmory, Bonsly, and Mantike. So yeah, there's Bonsly with a chance of being shiny. I think that's probably the only way to get yourself that shiny Sudowoodo in the wild. Or not in the wild, to get yourself that. Oh, puppies. That was a big jump. That was a big jump. 10K eggs, we have Rockruff, Jangmo, Alomola, Mindfu, Axew, Noibat, and Esper. In our Adventure Sync 5km eggs, we have Phantom, Munchlax, Happiny, Sheldon, Dedenne, Cranidos, and then finally, our 10K Adventure Sync eggs will reward Dratini, Riolu, Bagon, Beldum, Dino, and Goomy. Now remember guys, if you weren't familiar with SuperPlexis before, please go follow him over on TikTok. It is SuperPlexis, aka G Medley, over on TikTok. He's almost at 100,000 followers, which is incredible. Go help him get there if you're not already following him, please. Alright guys, let's go ahead and finish up our daily challenge here on Pokemon TCG before I gotta go to dinner. Once again, thank you everybody who's been hanging out with me during the live stream. I've been having a lot of fun. I do appreciate it. Get water ready, says Twin Cactus. Let me go get that water real quick. I'll be right back. water. There you go, twin. I got the water. Let's go ahead and grab this. And you know what? I have some digital packs I can open too as soon as we're done with this match. So we'll do one match, finish up this. Oh, we got the hydrates coming in now. Come here, puppies. Come here, puppy. Oh my gosh, the hydrates. I have to drink, Molly. Count them for me, twin, and let me know how many I have to drink. It's okay, babies. Carly will be done soon. How many is that, twin? 14. All right. Let's go. Oh, did I spill some water on you? I'm sorry. Sorry. All right. Want to go back over there? Oh. Can you guys hear her whining? So that was 2 drinks. Yeah, sorry about that. She really wants to get to Carly. Hi, puppies. It's 5. 8. That was 3 gulps there, so that's 8. Oh, the game volume's not on. There you go. It's 10. Oh, I'm not paying attention. I was supposed to put this on here. Now I do this. All right, last one. Thank you, twin. Can apartments become Pokestops? Not the apartment, but the sign leading to the entrance of your apartment might be able to. Or if your apartment has like a dog play area, there could be like a sign over there that could be turned into a Pokestop, maybe. Stuff like that. Boom, big hit. Still mad that the park I summed 2 years ago still hasn't been reviewed yet. That's kind of crazy. Have you checked the status of it? Like, have you gone into the Niantic's Wayfarer program and like actually looked to see like what the status of that exact submission is? Have you tried doing like 10 to 20 Pokestop nominations yourself, like reviewing them? Sometimes after I do a bunch of reviews myself, it seems like my nominations get kind of pushed into voting. They go from queue to voting. But like, that's just an observation I've had. Did 80? Yeah, man, I don't know. I wonder if it's because there aren't people in like your area that are reviewing Pokestops. Because a lot of times, Wayfair Niantic likes to have like.
It's ready.
Thank you. It'll have you review Pokestops like in your area. It likes to try and push those towards you. So I wonder if there's like no one else in your area that's like approving these things. Yeah, mine usually take like a month or two to get pushed through. But years is kind of crazy. Hmm. There's a lot of factors that go into what becomes a Pokestop and nomination, though. Like, it's really hard to tell like why yours aren't getting pushed through quickly.
Good. We wanted your face finally. Who the hell? Who the hell is that?
There you go, twin.
Who was that?
Pools are a good choice. I got the pool at that park that I was at got pushed through. Pools, basketball courts, tennis courts, playgrounds, pavilions, any sort of signage, trail markers, little free libraries. All of those are really good options.
I don't think it's that big. That? Come back. Come back. She's gone. Look at nothing. There's nothing. Hold on, wait. Oh, there it is. Hi. Hi, baby. Yeah.
So we'll finish this up. We'll open up the digital packs that I have, and then we'll call it a stream. Be back on Thursday.
Yep.
Gonna try and go live on TikTok more this week if I can. I got a lot of stuff going on that I really need to get handled.
And you're not. Yeah. Seems like you all are in full swing.
Alright, this is gonna be the end here. He's gonna one-shot him, and then I don't have anything on my deck, so I lose. Plus, he only needed one card anyways. That's fine. I think we completed our daily challenge though for the arc. There we go. Very, very nice. That's what we needed. Cool.
About the puppies?
Alright, let's do this now. Let's go ahead and open these and we'll call it a stream. So first up we have our Avatar series Avatar collection box, Pikachu themed Avatar. So Pikachu themed Avatar items I can put on my guy, which I will be doing. Now we have a rare hollow chest. Let's see what's in here. Ooh. 20 coins and a card we do not have in our collection yet. It is a Marshadow. Very cute. Alright, now we have a couple packs. First up is going to be Sword and Shield Battle Styles. I love this Zubat. It's like a, I don't know what you want to call that. Crochet. And Boltund. Alright. Next up we have 3 Sword and Shield Brilliant Stars packs. First,
She called you again and said that?
Wormadam, and Lapras. Oh, love it. We'll open up another. Haxorus, nice.
Yeah, what?
This Minccino is kind of a funny card. Alright, last Battle Styles, or Brilliant Stars, I mean. Alright. And boom. Eskew. We got Morgrem, Cincino, Floatzilla. Alright, Chilling Reign next.
Yeah, exactly.
Remember, if you guys have any code cards from in real life packs that you would like for me to open up live on stream, just let me know. Nice. Volcarona. Now we have Evolving Skies. Ooh, we got a Dino. Drum roll. Boom. Thweevil. Man, are we going to get a hit? I don't know. Sword and Shield Fusion Strike. Snorlax. Dragapult. Alright, last pack. Vivid Voltage, and then we have a single uncommon chest to open. Oh, Electros, and... Ooh, Colossal V, let's go.
Before his what business?
Alright, last one. Uncommon chest.
Before what business?
Nothing great.
Wait, so she thinks Theo
Alright.
is Jordan's bird still? Are you...
Thank you guys so much for participating in the live stream tonight. I had so much fun with our conversation with SuperPlexis, to playing the games, to going over our news segments. I had so much fun. Thank you so much to everybody who hit that follow button during the live stream or just before it started. I really do appreciate you. Remember, if you want to participate in my content without any ads or anything like that, you can always sub here on Twitch, or you can do a Prime sub. You can send $5 from Bezos to me to help support the channel. If monetary support isn't something that you are able to do or something you want to do, please consider leaving a follow on all my social medias. I am Judgmental Monk over on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, any of those social medias. I could use a follow. or a like on one of my videos. But until next time, I'm going to see you next time. Peace.